Break the board sports. Happy Tuesday. It's part two of MLB betting angles here on the Diamond. Again, click that like, hit subscribe for us. Let's go ahead and hop into the slate. Now, we had a good day, 2-1 here on Monday. Now, looking ahead to Tuesday, try to make some money. Angels at the Yankees. We had the Yankees on Monday. Man, we had the big lead, gave it up, had to come back late, got the 11-10 win. Now, the Yankees laying $1.90 plus 155 is the Angels. Now, 88% ticket count, 84% of the handle, laying that $1.90 on the Yankees. 12% ticket count, 16% of the handle, taking the plus 155 with the Angels. Now, 9 is your total where you're setting at. 80% of the ticket count, 84% of the handle, going over the 9 there. When you look at your pitching matchup for today, Angels 8-9, Yankees 9-7. We got two southpaws going to duel it out. We got Reed Detmers getting the call for the Angels. Now, in his last 5 starts, the 3 this year, and then dating back to last year, his last 2, he's 0-5 with a 7.54 ERA. His last start against the Atlanta Braves did not go well. 4 1/3, 5 hits, 6 runs, 4 strikeouts. Now, out of the 6 runs, only 5 of them were earned. Take with that with what you will. Now, the Yankees newly acquired Ryan Weathers will be on the bump. His last start only gave up 1 run to the A's. They lost the game to the A's 1-0. He went 8 innings, 7 hits, just 1 run allowed, struck out 7. As a matter of fact, 2 of his first 3 starts here in 2025, Weathers has struck out 7. He's given up 1 run in both of those. Then he had kind of that blimp on the radar against the Marlins. 3 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs in that one. Look, I like the Yankees, but I'm not laying the price. They're really struggling. Kind of like last year, their bullpen also just not very good at this point. I would say if you're going to lay the $1.84 with the Yankees, I would find somebody somewhere to put with them. I just think that price is too high to take on their own there. If you're a fan of the Dodgers because the Mets stink, maybe plus $1.27 there. You could parlay them there with it. You look over at the National Hockey League. I'm a big Canadians guy tonight, maybe Canadians Yankees plus $1.40. So I think there's a couple different ways you could look at it. But for me, I'm just going to take a pass on the game. Next game on the board, we got the Toronto Blue Jays at the Milwaukee Brewers. And right now, the Toronto Blue Jays catching 105, minus 126 is the Brewers at home. 60% of the ticket count, 62% of the handle is going to the hometown Brewers. 40% ticket count, 38% of the handle taking the visiting Jays. Now, 7 is where our total sets. Overwhelming support for the over here. 79% of the ticket count, 73% of the handle going that way. Now, the Jays 6-9, the Brewers 8-7. When you look at it, the low total is caused by the 2 pitchers that are on the bump. Now, out of the last 4 meetings, Brewers have beaten the Blue Jays 3 of the last 4. Now, the Blue Jays have lost back-to-back games. They're just 2-8 their last 10. The Milwaukee Brewers have lost 5 in a row, and they've lost 6 of their last 8. So both teams really struggling here. Now, Kevin Gausman, he's going to get the call for the Blue Jays. In his first 3 starts this year, his last one was the worst. 5 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, 5 strikeouts. But his first 2, he didn't allow a run against Colorado, struck out 10, allowed 1 run against the A's, struck out 11. Last year against Milwaukee, Gausman went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits and 1 run in that outing. Now, Jacob Misiorowski is going to get the call for the Brewers. His first 3 starts, each start's gotten a little bit worse. First start came out 1 run, 11 strikeouts, then 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, then 3 runs, still struck out 10 in 5 1/3 against Boston. But the 3 runs, a little concerning there. Listen, I know the total is low at 7, and you got a lot of push for the over here. 79% ticket count, 73% of the handle. But I like this thing to stay under. That would be my lean in this game. Next game on the board, let's talk about the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox here in this one. Now, the Rays minus $1.44 on the road, plus 120 is your comeback on the Chi-Town Sox. Now, 82% of the ticket count, 81% of the handle is on the visiting Rays. That's where 18% ticket count, 19% of the handle on the White Sox. 7.5 is our total. And again, tons of love on the over. 78% of the ticket count, 73% of the handle is leaning that way. Now, Rays 8-7, White Sox 6-10. These two teams, last series they had last year, White Sox took 2 out of 3 from the Rays. The Rays come into this coming off of the sweep of the Yankees as to where 4-game set, White Sox got the split with the Royals. Southpaw Shane McClanahan going to get the call for the Rays. His first 2 starts this season, he has only given up 2 runs in each of those. So he has looked better. The Chicago White Sox will send Noah Schultz, Southpaw, for his first ever start. Look, I lean towards the Rays in this one, but I don't like laying wood on the road. I feel like I've already did it too much, but we're off to a great start in baseball. So just going to kind of set that one out and wait a little bit. Next game on the board, want to get into. We got the Seattle Mariners here in this one at the San Diego Padres. Now, the Mariners laying $1.22 plus 102 to come back on the Padres. 66% of the ticket count, 63% of the handle is on the Seattle Mariners. 34% ticket count, 37% of the handle on the San Diego Padres. Again, total setting at 7. 80% ticket count, 87% of the handle on the over 7. Everybody loves that over. Now, the Mariners come in 8-9. Padres 10-6 on the year. What's funny about this, in their last 10 matchups, the Mariners have actually beaten them 8 of the last 10. Mariners coming off of a 4-game sweep of the Houston Astros, who they've absolutely owned. And the the Padres rather, did the same thing to the Rockies. 4-game sweep, but they're riding a 5-game winning streak. They caught the last game of that Pirates series that we gave out. Now, Brian Wu going to get the call for the Mariners. His first 3 starts, he's given up 2 runs, no runs. In his last outing was 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, but only one of them earned against Texas there in the loss. He actually faced the Padres twice last year, giving up 1 run and giving up 2 runs in both starts. Now, Michael King really fell kind of down a little bit last year, fought through some injuries for the Padres. We know how good he can be. In his first 3 starts, he's got a shutout. His last start allowed 2 runs over 6 innings against the Pirates. But then he had that start in the middle against Boston, 5 2/3, 7 hits, 4 runs. When you look at it, last year, his only start against the Mariners, he gave up 3 runs. I'm kind of indifferent here, but the fact everybody is loving the over, I kind of like the under, especially if you can get an under 7.5. I would definitely look to lean that way for sure. Next game on the board, Texas Rangers at the Sacramento A's, where the ball leaves the yard. Now, the Rangers laying at R20, even money on the A's, 71% ticket count, 59% of the handle going over, 29% ticket count, 41% of the handle to the under. 8.5 is our total. And again, everybody loves the over. 72% ticket count, 85% of the handle. A's 500, 8-8. Texas Rangers a game over 500, 9-7. Now, Texas has beaten the A's 7 straight in 8 of the last 10. Rangers won yesterday's game 8-1 over the A's, really shut them down. Your pitching matchup is a battle of southpaws. Newly acquired Mackenzie Gore gets called for the Rangers. His last start, he pitched a 1-hitter, didn't give up a run, struck out 9 against the Mariners. Against the Reds, 6 hits, 3 runs, 9 strikeouts. His first start against Philly, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts. So he's been pitching well, but last year against the A's, he got torched. He pitched 3 innings, 12 hits, allowed 8 runs, got absolutely blown up. Now, Jeffrey Springs, in 3 starts, has only allowed 3 runs. He's pitched very well against Texas last year. He gave up no runs and gave up 3 runs. When I look at this, I just stayed away. I think the game could go either way. I think I like both of these pitchers, honestly. For me, it was just ended up being a stay away there. Next game on the board, we got the New York Mets at the LA Dodgers. Now, the Mets catching $1.80, and they should because they stink. Dodgers minus 220, 89%, ticket count 85% of the handle on the Dodgers. Now, Mets 7-10, Dodgers 12-4. Dodgers won yesterday 4-0 over the Mets. The Mets now have lost 6 in a row. Dodgers have won 3 out of the last 4 games they've played. Now, Nolan McLean will get the call for the Mets. In 3 starts this year, he's allowed 2 runs, 1 run, 2 runs. He's never faced the Dodgers. The Dodgers, on the other hand, Yamamoto doesn't get any better than him. 2-2-1 are the runs he's given up, 5 runs in 3 games. He didn't face the Dodgers at all last year. Look, I actually really want to take the Mets here, but when Yamamoto's on the hill, it's a no-go for me. But I do lean under in that Padres game with the Mariners. I do lean under in the Blue Jays Brewers game, even though I think they're squeezing you a little bit. And we didn't get into it, but I kind of like the Red Sox minus $1.25 there on the road at the Twins. RJ Cash Cole, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, information to help you with your handicap. Whether you fade or follow, hope you win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.